thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rick Titus, and this is, of course, Robinson Restoration and Service. You know, one of the novelties, if you will, that we're getting kind of used to it, of walking around this facility with so many cars here, such a diversity of cars, you never know what you're actually going to stumble across. And frankly, it's easy for a guy like me to sometimes walk right by a car and not realize how special it actually is. So I mentioned to Tracy, so what's up with the old Dart? And he goes, wait, that car is far more important than you think. Tracy Robinson, you want to explain to why this is a rare car?
Yes. Okay, so this is a 1966 Dodge Dart GT. It's also referred to as a D-Dart, and it was built specifically by Chrysler Corporation to compete in the D-Stock category in 1966. They built 50 of them, all identical, white, red interior, 275 horse, 273, 4-speed with 486 rear gears.
486.
Yeah, wound it pretty tight.
I was going to say, that was all about leaving. Yeah.
So, an overlooked part of drag racing history, unfortunately, but there are 13 known examples currently out of the 50 that were originally produced.
So, ultimately, do you think you'll find more?
I think eventually they'll turn up, but most, just like you said earlier in the segment, it looks just like a regular old Dodge Dart to the most
Okay, if
eye.
it wasn't for the drag slicks, I would have known.
So this is, the car carries a unique VIN prefix, LO23, and then in the Chrysler world, that is a super stock designation. So,
And that's actually in the serial number of
it's
the car?
actually in the serial number, and the only other car to carry the LO23 designation was the 1968 Hemi Super Stock Dart,
Okay.
and they also built 50 of those.
Now, does your road racing one carry that?
So it does. In fact, the road race car is the only one of the 50 original D-Darts that was turned into an A sedan SCCA car in 1966.
So your road race car that
It is
Kelly
a
drives started out like this?
It did. It started out as a factory super stock.
Oh, I
and
had
it was
no
converted.
idea.
It was converted at the sponsoring dealer after it came off the truck in 1966.
All right, one of the things that surprised me here is because it's very much a wolf in sheep's clothing.
It is.
This thing looks very stock.
It is. Of course, you don't see a roll cage in the car. And it wasn't necessary to have one in the D-Stock category. At that time, the car would run in the high 12-second category. And its primary competitor was the K-Code Mustang, and I believe the 61 or 62 283 Corvette. And that held the D-Stock record.
I was going to say that would be pretty competitive stuff. All right, so you find the thing how? Because I know it wasn't on Craigslist.
So there's a registry for those that's kept up by a retired Chrysler engineer named Alan Vitos. He's out of Florida. He's a friend of mine. And of course, the road race Dart is in the registry. And when this car came available, unfortunately due to an untimely death, but he knew of the car, it was in the registry, and he gave me a call and said, someone needs to rescue this before something happens to it. I made arrangements, and literally in 24 hours, I was in Nevada picking the car up.
And that's northern Nevada.
Yes.
That ain't
Just
Vegas,
outside
Jack.
of Reno, exactly.
Quite a ride. I think it's nothing but good news that you've got possession. Because you'll take care of the car.
Thank you. So currently, I do have the original engine out of the car, the 275 horse 273. It's since been upgraded to a full race prepared 340 for a little fun.
And one of the novelties I thought about these cars is when they were delivered, the headers were actually in the trunk. Why?
Yes, the headers were in the trunk. They left that to the proud new owner to install those. They were again, they were converted at the factory. They started out as LP23 Dart GTs, and then they took a segment of 50 of them and decided to go prepare those for super stock drag racing in D-Stock. This is the only super stock package in 1966 that Chrysler offered. From what I understand, they ran short of heavy engines for the NHRA super stock cars, so hence no 1966 super stock Hemi cars exist or were built. They went after the D-Stock category instead.
Pretty unmolested car. I mean,
yes,
this looks like
it's wearing its original paint. I did put the original upholstery and interior back in it. That's all new. Of course, the upgraded engine platform, but when you look at it, it looks identical to the original 273. I do, in fact, have the original engine too.
Is there a mental image that all 50 went down to the assembly line at the same time?
You know, I think they did.
Okay.
I think they got their run done and got the bulletins out to the selling dealers to offer a super stock package because their racers were, you know, hungry for the next new car on the market, and this was it.
Do you have any idea what they sold for new?
I don't have that number off the top of my head, but a lot less than it is.
Oh, yes. Hey, buddy, thank you for taking the time. We know you're very, very busy. Well, there you have it, an introduction to a car that would have been easy for a guy like me to walk right by, yet other people really bow to the thing when they see it. And I'm always fascinated by how people get so hooked up on these kind of cars. With all that said, we appreciate you being with us. We wish you open roads and safe motoring.